Hello, welcome or welcome back. Today we are talking about how every problem that you are experiencing in your reality has a solution, and the solution is in the most unexpected of places, and that's what we're talking about today, so stick around. My name is Hedley Derenzie. I'm a qualified life coach and author, and I am super passionate about the amazing teachings of the law of assumption as originally taught by the great American mystic Neville Goddard. It is the stories and the assumptions that we tell that create our life. So if you want to experience any changes in any part of your life, then you need to start by changing the stories and the assumptions that you're telling. And if you want to create the most amazing life, then you need to know how to tell the most amazing stories and tell the most amazing assumptions, or think, or assume the most amazing assumptions. And that is where these teachings can really help. If you would like support with changing any part of your life using the law of assumption, I am available for one-to-one coaching. I also have a free 21-day set yourself up with the ultimate self-concept course, which is the ultimate assumption you want to have about yourself. Or if you just want to stay connected, I am on Instagram. All of those details are in the box below, so check that out. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, today we are talking about the problems that we experience, which we all have to some degree in our reality, and how every problem does have a solution, and it is to be found in the kind of an unexpected place. Let's go back to basics, which is something I always like to do because we all need reminders of how this really works, considering we've been conditioned to believe the opposite. Basically, in short, in summary, your imagination creates your reality. So whatever stories you're holding in consciousness, whether you're aware of them or not, that is what's getting pushed out and reflected back in your reality. So we have been taught that reality is what's real and imagination is false or imagined, and therefore doesn't have as much weight as reality. So we have been taught to put all the value and all our attention on reality, thinking that that is what is real, when really we are the cause of what it is that we're experiencing in our 3D experience through the stories and assumptions that we're holding in consciousness. And most of those stories and assumptions come from when we were very young and we didn't have the luxury of a rational, logical mind yet that could distinguish between what it is that we wanted to assume. Like, we didn't really have choice. We just absorbed everything, because really up until the age of 4, our brains are just sponges. Like, we are in subconscious mode, and therefore we are just absorbing all stories and all assumptions from our external world. And that's the ultimate setup to this experience called life. And we have set this up perfectly so that we can have the experience of overcoming ourselves, overcoming our problems, so that we can know who we are. And of course, who we are is God, is imagination. And we are God born into this physical form to have the experience of being God in physical form. Because when we're just imagination, we don't have that, we don't have the 5 senses through which we can experience this incredible experience called reality. So the whole game is to awaken into who we are, which is God as person, as human beings. So we are God born into human form, and the goal, the game, is to become God in human form. So while we are in this beautiful physical expression, we are awakening into who we are, which is God, which is imagination. And God is imagination. So everything comes from imagination. So everything is God in reality. Whew, okay, a lot to take in. To have this experience, we have to set ourselves up as being other than what we are. To know ourselves as God, we have to be anything other. Well, I mean, everything is God, but we have to set ourselves up. We have to create the illusion that we are not who we are, so that we can have the experience of figuring out who we are. So we set up problems, we set up challenges, we set up characters in our movie, on our stage, so that we can overcome them and we can learn and experience who we are. Without problems or challenges, then there's no fun, there's no adventure. And of course, it doesn't mean that we have to suffer through life. It just means that as we are awakening, we realize these challenges were placed there by us so that we could recognize who we are. We could find our way back to who we are, and then go, oh wow, okay, I have this amazing power. Now I'm going to play. Now I'm going to have the adventures and the setups that I want to experience in my reality, because I can. And I know that I'm the cause of my reality. Wow, how amazing. Every problem is there, set up by you so that you can overcome yourself, because all the characters in your movie are you pushed out and reflected back. So you are the producer, the writer, the director, the actor. In your movie, you are also the casting director. So you cast the set of characters who are showing up in your movie, and you are the scriptwriter. So you give them the script based on the stories and the assumptions that you're holding in your consciousness that is getting pushed out and reflected back. And as long as you're thinking that these people in your reality are separate from you, then you're going to be in a struggle with your reality. You're going to be bumping up against your reality, believing it to be real as opposed to a dream, and that you are the cause of the dream. And you're just going to be in this constant like banging your head against a wall and not feeling like you're getting anywhere and feeling like you're a victim of reality. And of course, if you believe that you're a victim of reality, then reality is going to reflect that state of consciousness back. So you're going to just get more victimhood. So when you recognize that you're the cause of your reality, then you can take a step back and go, oh, wow, okay, all right. So what's the game here? What am I working with? And you can look at your challenges that are in front of you, and then you can start to create and have a new experience of them. So every problem is put there by you. It's an incredible setup. Well done. As Neville would teach, the solution to every problem is to be found in the problem. So whatever problem that you're faced with, you will find the solution to that problem in the problem. I did a video on losing weight recently. If you have a weight problem, that's a problem. Now, the solution to that is in the problem. So it's really, what do you want to experience? I want to experience lightness in body. So then you turn your attention to that solution and you move your attention away from being conscious of the problem. So you first have to look at the problem to know that that's the problem, but then you have to ask yourself, okay, what's the experience I want to have as opposed to this problem? And that is where you will find the solution, and that is where you can move through into a different state of consciousness. You will never get to where you want to go by focusing on the problem. That's just where you go in order to get the solution to what you want to experience. Another example, let's say aging. A lot of people see that as a problem. Culture will give you these products that is all about anti-aging. Now, as long as you're focused on anti-aging, you're just going to get more aging, more aging. It's not the solution to the problem. The solution to aging is pro-youthfulness or anti-aging. You want to be focused on pro-youthfulness. I see a lot of setups in society that are kind of designed to keep you stuck in the problem. And of course, that's just, again, part of the setup. So let's say, one of the things I was looking at, there's a lot of causes that are focused on domestic violence. Like, I know the intentions are good, but you will never help the problem by focusing on the problem. If you want to help that problem, if you want to solve that problem, the answer is in domestic respect. This is where we've been so conditioned to be focused on the problem. The solution is never the problem, but you will find the solution in the problem. And let's say when it comes to domestic violence, the solution is domestic respect. That is the focus that you want to be having. That's the consciousness that you want to be having. If it's weight loss, your focus, the solution is lightness. If it's debt, the solution is not get out of debt. The solution is wealth and prosperity. Global warming, that's another one. The problem is global warming. You're not going to solve global warming by supporting a cause that focuses on global warming. What you want to do is focus on global health or global neutrality or global naturalness, whatever it is. What you want to experience is where you want to have your conscious focus and attention. So you always want to be focusing on the solution, the state of consciousness that you want to experience rather than the problem. I see them often, and I should write them down, like as I'm walking or I'm just, wandering around, I'll see, causes and charities that I know their intentions are good, but their sole purpose is focusing on the problem. As long as you're focused on the problem, you're just going to get more of the problem, because consciousness is what creates reality and reality follows conscious. So whatever you're placing your conscious awareness on is what's going to get pushed out and reflected back. That is the game. You have to learn, we all have to learn to direct our conscious awareness to what it is that we want to experience and embed that new story, hold that new story and hold that state of consciousness, embed it, allow it to become part of our being, and then it's going to get pushed out and reflected back in our physical reality. So I just wanted to share that with you. Be observant of your reality, and where are you seeing causes that support the problem? And what would be the solution to that problem? What's the state of consciousness that you want to hold in order to experience that solution? Please remember, you are the creators of your reality. You are the superstar of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actor in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you and assume the best for everyone in your movie too, and you will have an amazing life, and this is my wish for you. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and share with family and friends. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, I would love to have you, and please make sure you click that notification button so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.